Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Natalie and I teach classes here on YouTube which are specifically designed to help address the mental and physical challenges of being an athlete, but I think that anyone can benefit from this yoga practice and I'm just happy that you're here. Today's class is going to be all about hip mobility. You don't necessarily need any props today, but if you have sensitive knees or other limitations, a blanket could potentially be useful today. We are going to start on our backs in butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together and come onto your back, actively pressing through the ball and heel of the foot. So in my studies, I've learned that stretching the hips can bring up a lot of negative emotions for people. I don't really know why. I think maybe lunges just make people angry, but it's a real thing. So for today's pranayama, I wanted to do parasympathetic breathing so that we can all just be like super chilled before we go into class. And if anything weird comes up for you, you'll have this breath to come back to. So you can either bring your hands out to the side or one hand on the chest, one hand on the stomach, or any other variation. It's up to you. We'll start by inhaling for a count of 2 and exhaling for a count of 4. I'll guide you through it. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale. Now inhale for a count of 3, 2, 3. Exhale for a count of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale. We'll try inhale for 4, exhale for 8, but if that's not working, you can go back to 3, 6. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Use your hands to bring the knees back together and then extend the legs long. We'll start by pulling the left knee into the chest and giving it a little hug, squeezing it up towards the armpit, and then we'll just start with this little teeny tiny circles. And as you start to feel your hip warming up, you can take those circles wider. Feel for keeping the back pressed into the mat so that the circle motion is coming from the hip joint. Release the knee and extend that leg long. Inhale, bring the right knee into the chest, hug it in close, and then start to make those little circles. Allow the circles to get bigger as you feel ready. Release the knee and extend the leg down to the mat. Bring the feet in towards the hips, soles of the feet on the ground. Exhale, press through the feet and lift the hips. Bring the shoulder blades together to lift the chest. Inhale, lift the left leg up off the mat. And as you exhale, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Allow the hip, or the knee, to lower towards the mat to stretch out the left hip. But take it pretty easy since we're still warming up here. Inhale, extend that leg long, hold it here, and then exhale, lower the foot down. You thought I was going to let you lower your hips down too? No. Inhale, lift the right leg long. Then exhale, cross the right ankle over the left knee. One hip might be naturally more flexible than the other, that's okay. Inhale, extend the left leg long. And exhale, lower the foot back down to the mat. Then lower yourself upper back, middle back, lower back. And we'll come to a seated position. We'll take shoelace, double pigeon, pigeon. It's known by many names. I like shoelace. Let's start by taking the right shin parallel with the front edge of the mat. And then I always have to pick up my foot with my hand. But then we'll take the left foot and cross it over the right knee. Blanket or a block could be handy here if you just need a little support under the left knee. Feel free keeping this foot active and flexed. And if you feel up for it, turn over to the right knee and then exhale, lower. Let your chest fall towards that knee. This stretch can be pretty intense, so focus on your breathing here. Inhale, walk the hands back towards the hips and turn over to center. Unwind your legs. This time, left shin parallel with the edge of the mat. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Use your blankie for support if you need it. Feel for that stretch in the hip, and if it's available to you, you can invite the forward fold over the left knee. Breathe here. Inhale, walk the hands back to the hips. Unwind the legs. So I'm sure we're all familiar with the 90-90 stretch because every fitness influencer uses it in their leg day warm-up. But I like to do kind of a variation on it with these isometric holds. So let's start with the right foot in front and the left leg behind, so the left leg will be externally rotating. And as the name suggests, you want your legs at 90-degree angles, but if that does not work for you, you're welcome to bring your foot in closer to your hips on either leg to make the stretch less intense. So what we're going to do is we'll take the left leg, so that's the one externally rotating, the one in the back, and lift it up, and we'll hold it there. If you want to add some resistance, you can press with your hand. I like to press into the thigh right above the knee. Pressing into the knee joint is not ideal. You could also press into the calf right below the knee, but I think this gets the best angle for the resistance. So let's do that together. Inhale, lift and hold the knee. You can press with your hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the knee back down to the mat. And then inhale, lift it without resistance, just getting that stretch. Exhale, lower back down. We'll take the isometric hold again. So inhale, lift, press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift to the full expression. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift and press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we'll stretch it one more time. And hopefully your range of motion has increased a little bit there. We will flip it over now so that the right leg is in the back. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, lift that leg, press into it with your hand. 4, 5. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift to stretch. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift and press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift and lower. Last time, inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We'll switch sides again. And this time, we are going to come into a bit of a deeper stretch here. I like this as an alternative to pigeon pose. I think especially among athletes, people just tend to be tight and it can be hard to get proper alignment in pigeon. But here, we're just keeping those legs again at 90-degree angles or less. If you're not there yet, we'll get the full expression eventually if we keep practicing. And we'll turn over the right knee or the leg that's in front. And as you exhale, just lower your chest down as far as is comfortable, as far as you're willing to go, and hang out here for a little stretch. Inhale, walk your hands back in towards the body. And the last thing we'll do on this side is take rotations with the back leg. So we're turning the thigh down towards the mat and lifting the foot off the mat. So we'll take 3 of those. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more inhale and exhale. We will switch over sides again. Switching feels so nice. And this time we will lower over the left leg. So as you exhale, just walk your hands down until you find a comfortable stretch. Inhale, walk the hands back towards the body, and we'll take those lifts again. So rotating the back leg, lifting the foot off the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the foot. Inhale, rotate forward. Exhale, lower. If you want to just do some of those windshield wiper type of stretch just to get everything out. And we will come onto tabletop, and this is where you may need the blanket if you have sensitive knees. I am really cheap. I don't like spending money on stuff, so I always buy the yoga mats that are like 1/4 of a centimeter thick, and then I'm like, why do my knees hurt? We'll start by stepping the right foot through to low lunge. I didn't give myself enough space. And you can bring your hands either to your hips or rest them gently on the forward thigh. And as you exhale, shift your hips forward to really feel that stretch in the hip flexor. We're keeping the feet active, pressing into the ball and heel of the front foot, pressing into the shoelaces of the back foot. As you exhale, lower both hands down to the mat, lift up that right foot and sweep it back behind you. I'll turn this way so I can show y'all what I'm doing. As you inhale, bring this right foot out to the side. Keep it lifted up in the air. And as you exhale, bring it back behind you to the left side of your body. Tap the toes to the floor and feel for the stretch in the left IT band. So we'll do that again. Inhale, lift the leg out to the right side. Exhale, lower it behind you. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift that leg, come back to tabletop. This time we will step the left foot forward into our low lunge. This is one of those poses where you can really let gravity do a lot of the work. So I try to relax as much as possible while still keeping the feet active, just to protect the knees and whatnot. Exhale, lower both hands down to the mat. Inhale, pick up the left foot, bring it back behind you. Inhale, bring that foot out to the left side. Exhale, bring it back down to the right side. Feel for the stretch in the right IT band. 2 more. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bring it back behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left leg up, come back to tabletop. Meet me standing on your mat. We will take goddess pose next. So bring your feet out kind of wide, toes pointing towards the corners of your mat. Press with your hands into your thighs and lower the hips towards the mat. I really like to take some rotations here. It doesn't help with stretching your hips at all, but we are going to twist in the next pose. So just bringing each shoulder towards the mat, turning the spine. I really think it just feels nice. A couple more here. Then we will turn to the left side. So turn your toes pointing towards the front of the mat. Bring both hands down to the mat, runner's lunge. Heel toe the front foot over to the edge of the mat. And we'll take an easy twist here. So left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. And you should feel this in the inner thigh, the hip flexor, on the back leg. Exhale, bring that hand back down to the mat. Walk your hands to center, turn your feet back towards the side of the mat, and we'll take goddess pose one more time. And this time let's just shift back and forth from side to side. Now turn over to the right side of the mat, toes pointing forward. Bring both hands to the inside of your front foot and walk that foot over to the edge of the mat. Sink your hips down. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Easy twisting runner's lunge. Exhale, bring that hand back down to the mat. And then step the right foot back, come into plank. Lower down and come onto your back. We're going to end with probably two of my favorite poses of all time. So first we'll take Happy Baby. I think a lot of people, when they do Happy Baby, they really want to grab their feet. But if your back is popping up off the ground, it might be more accessible for you to grab behind the knees or at the shins or ankles. And this will allow you to pull your knees towards the armpits, get a little bit more stretch in the hips before we're done for the day. Just rolling out your back, finding whatever feels nice to you here. Exhale, release your legs. Bring your feet down to the mat and your knees in close. Take your arms out to a T. Lift your feet so your your knees are directly over your hips. As you exhale, lower down to the right side. Hug the knees up towards your armpit. Keep the feet active and flexed. If the left shoulder pops up off the ground, that's okay. For a deeper twist, you can gently turn the head so it looks out at the left hand. And this is really good for the back, but you should feel just a gentle stretch in the left hip. Inhale, pick up the left knee, then the right. Let your spine settle in the center for a moment. And then exhale, lower the legs over to the left side, keeping the feet together. For a deeper stretch, look over towards the right hand. Inhale, lift the right leg, then the left. Bring your feet down to the mat and extend the feet wide or long. Bring the hands to your sides and invite Shavasana or final resting pose. You are welcome to stay here for as long as you would like, but that is the end of our instruction for today. I hope that you enjoyed class, and I hope to see you back soon. Until then, eat well, sleep well, and recover well.